What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Welcome back into another live stream here on JC's Pop Culture. College football 25 with some major news updates today. We know about the different versions of the game. We know the release date. We know about early access. We've got pre order links. We've got behind the scenes footage from the cover reveal. We know there's a full trailer coming tomorrow that's going to reveal a ton of cool things. We've got a preview from Matt Brown, he talked with 247 Sports. I'm going to share that little clip as well. Get us excited for that coming tomorrow. But shit ton of news to cover that happened down through the line today that we're going to talk about. So I'm going to pull up a bunch of that news and go over it with you guys in case you haven't seen yet, of course, as we go throughout. But encourage you guys, throw your thoughts in the chat there on anything we talk about or any college football 25 questions you got there. We'll chat throughout this stream and shit. But appreciate you guys hopping in here. And whether you're tuning to this live or on a playback, want to remind you before we get rolling, just hit that thumbs up button if you can. Just give it a little like. Helps a ton with that YouTube algorithm. Really helps the channel grow. And if you're a fan of EA Sports College Football, I'm going to be covering it a ton. I'm going to do a trailer reaction to that new trailer coming tomorrow. Going to have a ton of news coming throughout the next coming weeks. I'll be covering all of it in the lead up to this game's release. And of course, I'm talking movies and TV shows here as well on JC's Pop Culture. So subscribe here if that's up your alley. But like I said, throw your thoughts in the chat. Let's lead off with kind of the top of the line stuff here. The main thing that came out finally, officially EA Sports College Football came out with this tweet. We were waiting on 11 a.m. We had the countdown. What's it going to be to? We knew it was probably going to be just them sharing the covers, but didn't know what other information they would give us. Not only do they give us the covers, they give us the details on every version of the game, what you're going to get, with each version that you buy. And they put the pre-order links live. Now you can go onto the PlayStation Store, onto the Xbox Store, get your version, and you'll be able to play it. And I think it's 60 days from today, if I'm not mistaken, because of early access, which we'll talk about momentarily. But that was the tweet there sent out, of course, with the deluxe edition cover from EA Sports College. And if you click that link there, it takes you here to the pre-order information. Let me pull that up right now. Which here are the pre-order details. Which one of the coolest things that came out was the MVP bundle being a package involved here. I know we had kind of speculated on what the $150 version was going to be. Was it going to be Heisman Edition? Was it going to be Homecoming Edition? Turns out it's actually just this MVP bundle, I think. Maybe Homecoming Edition was something else they were working on in the past. Kind of decided not to do that shit and go a different direction, I guess, maybe. Nonetheless, some pretty cool stuff involved here as we look through the pre-order details. Let me see here. Wrong button. Sorry, guys. Pull this up one more time. So this is the MVP bundle, where you will get Madden 25 and College Football 25 together, actually. And it's the deluxe edition of both games. So typically you buy the deluxe edition of a game, it's $100. You're getting this bundle where you get both of them for $150. So technically you're only paying $75 for each deluxe edition. Pretty good deal. You guys know me, I'm more of a physical media guy, so I'm kind of torn with what I'm going to do with this game and shit. More on that momentarily. But just looking at what you get here with the bundle, of course, there's the Madden side. You get early access there. I'm not going to go through all that shit. I'm really just going to talk about the college football side. Although I may get this and try Madden out a little bit. It's not really my thing. I don't know. I'm debating on if I'm just going to get the deluxe or get the bundle. I think, for $50 more, almost kind of would be dumb not to get the bundle, really, if I'm going to go ahead and get the digital version. Against my, own wishes, I'd love to get the physical. I'm still probably going to do it. Like I said, more on that momentarily, but you get the College Football 25 Deluxe Edition. You get early access. The release date was finally confirmed July 19th, as, had been rumored for a while, reported here on the channel a ton in previous update videos I'd done, but finally confirmed. But with this bundle, you get the Deluxe Edition, which gives you 3 days early access from July 16th through July 18th. You get 4,600 college football points, which apparently can be used, I'm thinking, an Ultimate Team. I don't know about anything else beyond that. And, of course, all the other editions are pretty much Ultimate Team packs, a Heisman Hopeful, where you get to pick one Alma Mater Ultimate Team pack and a Cover Athlete Ultimate Team pack. And then you get a Bring Glory Home Ultimate Team uniform item as well. And then, of course, you can go down here and you can see it shows each title. You can select your store and it'll take you to the pre-order links. Madden is actually available on PC, but College Football 25, as we kind of knew and reported before, not available on PC, just on Xbox Series X and S and PS5. So that's kind of the MVP bundle, which was interesting detail. And I think actually kind of smart, really, when you think about it, because things that people have been talking about with this game is that they're worried, they want to see college football sell half as good as Madden. And I think if you're worried about the Madden people not buying college football, bundle them together. And if you're worried about the college football people not buying Madden, do that shit and you get both those at the same time. So I think it's a pretty smart move there by EA marketing wise and sales wise to get people playing both of these games probably a little bit more. For sure. That's what I'll say about the MVP bundle. But as far as the news I've been talking about for this game and the lead up, you guys know I haven't had pretty much anything that's really disappointed me. And I had to put this out on X, which I'll share this. If you guys don't, you guys can follow me on X, / Twitter, whatever the hell you want to call it now, at JC's Pop Culture, just like the channel name here. Like I said, this is the first disappointing news I've had because Eric Rayweather shared this, and you guys know, and have probably seen he's partnered with EA actually. So it's pretty much from the horse's mouth here. For all the people asking, the standard edition of EA College 25 is the only version you can get in physical form. The deluxe and MVP bundle are digital only. So disappointing for me, someone who loves physical media and was really just hoping to get the disc version of this game. Now I'm torn because obviously I want the early access. So I want to get the deluxe. My friend Steven, one of my co-hosts on my Country Roads Webcast YouTube channel, suggested, hey, go ahead, get the digital, and then, wait till they mark down and get the disc and still have it for collection purposes, which I probably will have to do. I'll have to break down and do that. I want to have this game on disc, but man, I just hate digital shit. I just really do. I loathe it entirely, personally. That's just me, though. I know I'm old. I'm old ass, old head and shit. But I see some people in here in the chat and some good activity here. Appreciate you guys. Yeah, throw any questions you got there. I'll touch on those throughout here. Tim Green, see you in here, man. What's going on, Tim? See you sliding over from the CRW channel. What's going on, man? Let's go Mountaineers as always. Orlando Ordis Jr. He says, what's up, bro? I'm new to the channel, and you think it'll be different from Madden, and what teams you recommend for Dynasty mode? Hey, great question, and welcome, Orlando. Appreciate you hopping in here, man. I do think it's going to be different than Madden. I really do. A lot of people are probably concerned now that it's bundled with Madden. Oh, man, they're definitely going to be alike. They're bundling them together and everything and shit like that, right? But I think, to me, that even shows that they're willing to bundle them. Their willingness to bundle them together is just proof. If they were, worried about them, people thinking that the game's a carbon copy of Madden and shit, they would probably want you to keep their existence as far away as possible, right? They wouldn't want you to have them both together. So I think that they're pretty confident that they have a very separate product here with college football. And from what I know, Orlando, a lot of college football sickos working on this game that really care about the game. Completely different development team than, what's involved in Madden. So, definitely I think it's going to feel completely different, have its own unique feel. And hopefully a lot of the things involved with it, are unique in that aspect as well. One thing I pointed out in my wish list video, which if you guys haven't checked that out, go do that. I've got a playlist up on the channel, over 25 update videos on the EA Sports College Football 25 game that I've already done but prior to these announcements. But I think that one of the things that stands out is, from that wish list is I would like to see them use impact players and not use X factors like Madden. That would be one way to differentiate as well, is not use some of the same stuff that Madden uses, X factors, superstars, and that type of shit. Go back to your old, PS2 days, bring back impact players, have them go in the zone and shit. Keep them separate that way. That'd be cool. That's just one of my personal things. I hope that they do, but I think that they're going to do everything they can to make the games feel completely different. I really do. And as far as teams for Dynasty mode, you can probably see back there in the background the WV logo. I do have a WVU football channel I host on YouTube as well, and a podcast I've been doing since 2018. So I'm biased, but I think that they're going to be a good team to run with on the game. Explosive quarterback in Garrett Green. He can run, he can pass. A great speed running back in Jaheim White, who's I think the best, most underrated running back in college football. Good power running back in C.J. Donaldson, 6'7" tight end, and going to have an underrated defense as well. That's one I would suggest. Beyond that, I'm looking in the same conference, but Kansas State I think is going to be pretty good this year. They just got Dylan Edwards over from Colorado. They already had Giddens, who was a good running back, so they have a really good, running back combination. They have a great mobile quarterback in Avery Johnson, and then another Kansas team as well, just the Kansas Jayhawks. Jalen Daniels going to be back for them. Another great 1-2 punch in the backfield. I think the Big 12 is going to have some good offenses and fun teams to play with on the game in general. Outside of that, of course, you're going to have your top tiers that are probably going to have, great ratings on the Blue Bloods teams and stuff as well. But if you're looking for someone underrated, I'd suggest WVU, man, for real. Like I said, I'm biased, of course, but I do think they've got some weapons that'd be fun to play with. Let's see what else we got here. Did want to pull up this as well, because EA Sports College Football has another official social media account you guys should follow if you haven't already. just announced today, or I don't know when they created it. I assume they created it today. It says joined February 2024, so newly created. But this is teamed directly with EA Sports, so it's at CFB Direct. And as you can see, you're home for all CFB 25 game updates from developers, live ops, and community team for at EA Sports College Football. And then, of course, gives you a link for community help. And they put out the tweet there, which is, saying the same thing. But they also put here, we want to introduce you to our first edition of our campus huddle, where you'll be able to learn more about EA Sports College as we head towards launch. And if you click on it right now, this is where you'll find all the pre-order information as well, in addition to just the MVP bundle and shit here. Let me pull this up. As you can see, hey, college football fans, welcome to the Campus Huddle. You're home for the latest news and updates straight from our development team. Today, we wanted to provide you with all the pre-order information you need to know, which, of course, here are the dates. Worldwide launch, July 19th. The early access, which is with the deluxe edition, is July 16th. You can pre-order all the way through July 18th. All those links are live now. EA Play Early Access Trial, July 16th. And then, of course, like I said, it's only on Xbox X, Series X, and PS5. Went over the MVP bundle a little bit earlier. So, you get all of this when you pre-order that. As we said, the 3-day early access, the 4,600 college points, the ultimate team packs and shit. Which more on that here in a bit. Matt Brown spoke on that because he said he knew people would be, worried about the ultimate team stuff, but he kind of alleviated some concerns in that 247 Sports interview as well. I'm going to share a couple of clips from it here in a bit, but so some questions. They've even shared like a common Q&A. When can I learn more about College Football 25? They say make sure to come back on May 17th for the full reveal, which that's going to be the trailer that's expected to come out tomorrow. And I also think that another date that came out was May 21st. I believe it was Eric Rayweather that put that out as well. May 21st is going to be when they're probably going to share, maybe that's when they open up the website or they share kind of, more text form stuff than instead of just the trailer that's coming tomorrow. So, a few days later, we're going to get even more information, but I'm fully expecting to get something pretty much every week now leading up to the release of this game. Probably we'll have some type of news drop and I'll be reporting on it here on the channel for sure. Of course, asked about the pre-order and the MVP bundle. You do that on the website or you can go through the store, I believe. Asked if I am an EA Play member, will there be any unique content? If you are an EA Play member, you will be able to the following content and access. Early access starting July 16th. Get 10% off your your pre-order, Ultimate Team Packs, and more. So I do believe what I saw going around as well is if you are EA Play member, the $150 bundle is actually like $134 roughly and shit. So hell of a deal if you got the EA Play, you get it for $134. So you can pre-order it online, and of course you can go in store GameStops and shit and pre-order as well. There's a website you can head over and see which ones have what stores have that available for pre-order. Mainly just GameStops, I'm sure. But that's kind of the main info I wanted to share in regards to what's up top. Other than that, I got a lot of behind the scenes shit that was pretty cool. But in addition, one final thing, Joker Kale on X is the one that found this. EA College Football 25 will release at 4 p.m. Eastern on July 15th. So, the early access date is July 16th there, but as I've heard that Madden has done in the past and stuff, kind of they do that early kind of release a little bit prior, kind of a day earlier. And as you can see here, it looks like July 15th at 4 p.m. Joker Kale here has found this, as you can see there on the screen. So pretty interesting stuff. So July 15th, July 16th, if you get that deluxe, you get early access, but the only thing I'm disappointed about is having to probably get the digital version. I guess I'm going to go ahead and pull the trigger and do that and probably buy the bundle myself. But I would love to have the physical copy. But nonetheless, I'm going to share some behind-the-scenes videos and shit with you guys. Let me catch up in the chat first before I do that. But some pretty cool behind-the-scenes shit that came out today. I know there was a YouTuber that got invited to the photo shoot. That was a cool, 15-minute video you can find on YouTube. And then Travis Hunter actually shot his own 30-minute video. I haven't made it all the way through it. I'm about halfway through. Those are some long form stuff you can look up on your own, but I got some cool short clips I'm going to share here in just a second. I'm taking a swig of my water and catch up on some of y'all's questions though. Yeah, pretty much, I guess, Jimmy, depending on what you're more excited for. Today, you get the ability to pre-order, you get to learn about a little bit about what you get. So I don't know why they just didn't go ahead and do it all in one day. They're stretching it out for us. Like I seen somebody said in a comment online, EA's edging the hell out of us, and that's the truth. Ain't they edging the shit out of us right now? But I'm excited for that trailer tomorrow. It's probably expecting it around 10, 11 a.m. If I'm stuck at work, I'll probably have to do a reaction to it later in the evening. You'll probably see my video come out late tomorrow night. But nonetheless, I think that I'm going to be super excited. I've got a preview video. If you guys want to know what you can see in that trailer or expect to see, I've got a little tease of that coming up here in a little teaser video from Matt Brown that he shared for 247 Sports. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, definitely tomorrow is a big day. And like I said, the rest of this month is going to be a lot of news drops and really just leading up to the game in general. Jimmy with a great point. He says, I'm hoping you can upload the draft class to Madden like you could back in the day. Indeed. And I think, as someone else pointed out, the fact that they're bundling them together and shit has to be a good sign that you're hopefully able to do that. You're hopefully able to import the draft classes and import maybe even your Road to Glory player to Madden. They're going to do the kind of intertwined career modes like they had back in like PS2 era days and shit, because that was really a lot of fun. Hopefully they do that. If not, I won't be too upset on this first version. I'm sure it'll be something that'll come down the line at least. Jimmy says he's disappointed in the standard version being the only disc one. Yeah, me too. That was the only disappointing news drop I've had thus far for this game for the most part, to be honest with you and shit. Phantom Pain says, can't wait to see all the different jersey customizations. Hey, me either. Nice fucking profile picture too, by the way. Robert Pattinson's Batman is the shit. That's my favorite Batman movie. But I can't either. I think there's going to be a lot of interesting details. I'm anxious to see what gets included. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm a WVU fan. We got a whole uniform set we're breaking in this year, so I'm hoping it's on the game. I don't know why it wouldn't be. Hoping that shit's in there, but I'm anxious to see that as well. It's going to be fun to see all these different news drops come out. They're going to probably leak out the assets, the uniforms and stadiums for all the teams. They're going to, have to have the ratings revealed. Remember, it's our first time getting that shit as well. So it's going to be a lot of fun shit coming, Phantom Pain. Mario says, am I the only one who creates himself and pushes for the Heisman? Hey, man, nah, for sure. I got to do it too. I'm going to do it myself as well. I don't play Road to Glory a ton, but I'll get a season or two in and have to create myself there for sure. Appreciate you hopping back in here, Mario, as well. Good to see you again, man. Orlando says, I know why Madden Ultimate Team is included because it was on 14. Just going to keep in mind that they don't go crazy like to do with Madden, but ready for the game to play with Texas, etc. Got the fire emoji. Yeah, I think the shit is going to be fire, man. I know. I don't know why people are so I've seen people online like, oh my God, they included Ultimate Team. Holy shit. Like they're so upset, but it's been there. It was on 14. It may have even been on 13. I can't remember. I know, 100% it was on 14. I mean, go turn it on right now. It's on 14. So I don't know why people are surprised by that, but I've got some stuff that'll probably alleviate some concerns about that coming here in another clip in a second, where Matt Brown touches on that, because it's something I've talked about in the past with this game that I'm really excited about. Is one of their main focuses is dynasty mode. That's something that they've said is kind of the main highlight of this game, kind of their main feature is dynasty mode, the thing that they've probably put the most work in. So I think people will probably just need to, relax. I know they're worried about microtransactions and shit. I don't want to be microtransaction to death either, but I think that's a good sign though so far that it seems like it's only going to be an Ultimate Team. They're not going to microtransaction us in Dynasty and Road to Glory or anything like that. I think that's good. I think they realized that the fans are pissed, about that. And also, I don't know a lot of college people that played the Ultimate Team, to be honest with you. I've seen a lot of people online saying we don't really care about Ultimate Team for this game. And personally, I wish they would have included some, different stuff if they were going to include, stuff with the deluxe edition, maybe for some other game modes. I don't know what that would have been or how they could have incorporated that. Ultimate Team's almost, I guess, one of the only ways you can do that, but I don't play Ultimate Team. I couldn't give a shit less. So, it's neither here nor there for me, but I know people are upset about it. But hey, as long as Dynasty mode is good and Road to Glory is good or whatever mode you play is good, then who gives a fuck? If the Ultimate Team's on there, let it be on there and be for the people that play it. If the game modes I play is good, then that's all I'm worried about, What else we got in here? Orlando Ordos Jr. says he got EA Play for the discount in other games. Hell yeah. I'm pretty sure that I got EA Play as well because I think I was looking through the PlayStation Store and I was able to get it may have been FC or something really cheap if I just got EA Play. So I think I've already done it, but if not, I'm going to do it because I'm going to have to pull the trigger on that digital edition, unfortunately, for sure. But I appreciate you guys hopping in here. Some good action in the chat. Continue to drop your questions about college football 25 in there. I'm going to catch up on those, but I want to share some of this behind the scenes shit too. definitely as well. And want to encourage you guys one more time, if you're in your live or on a playback, hit the thumbs up button, helps shit ton with the YouTube algorithm. But we'll chat up here again in a second. I'll catch up on some more comments, but got some cool video clips I want to share in the meantime and in between time. First of all, this is Texas put this out. Quinn Ewers, of course, one of the cover athletes, had a little behind the scenes video of his own. This is pretty cool. If you guys haven't seen this, you'll probably like this, get you excited.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
This is what we do. This is what we're on now.
Yeah, we on the work. Yeah, team run it up. Work. Yeah, cause we on the work. Hey, cause we run it up. Work.
Yeah, that'll get you going. That'll get you going. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. And then I mentioned Travis Hunter. If you go on his YouTube channel, he's got a whole like 37-minute video behind the scenes from the whole photo shoot and shit. It's pretty cool. I've made it like halfway through that. I'm not going to share obviously a whole 37-minute video with you guys, but he's got a similar short clip of his own, similar to that Quinn Ewers one. Shout out to Everything EA College Football for putting this out on social media. Let's see here. This is Travis Hunter. So there's Travis Hunter and Quinn Ewers, a little behind the scenes looks. And then, like I said, that full 37-minute video is pretty cool, but I will share a little clip from it. This is about 2 minutes. Share this with you guys, and then I'll catch up in the chat with you guys one more time before I share that nice little preview of the shit that's coming tomorrow that Matt Brown kind of teased on 247 Sports earlier. If you guys haven't had a chance to check that out yet, I'll share that momentarily. But check this out, clip from that behind the scenes content from the photo shoot, for the cover.
It's like every day. But was he that fast in practice, bro? Bro, he's flying, bro. He's fast. He's got like he's so quick off the line, like accelerations. Top speed so fast. You can see that in the games, bro. What that dummy, you got wing ball. Yeah, bro. But I have my favorite play for you this year. That ball. I can't do that now. That's a little. Nah. You start with a webcam, it'd be good. I'm telling you. Start streaming. I have an account, like, I don't stream. Bro, it'd be so easy, bro. You'll be making so much money. You'd be like, bro, what the hell? Definitely, it's just me and you play, and then when the NCAA come out, yeah, I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna be freaking tough. And then we can make an online dynasty where me and you can play against other people. Like cheating, bro. Yes, that's what I'm saying. That'll be tough, bro. You can literally play quarterback, and I can play 100,000 likes. We'll do it. I'm telling you. 100,000, that's a lot. That 100,000 is a lot. 100,000 is a lot. You too? No, you gotta make a Twitch account, and then we're gonna put it in the video. When you make it, all right. Well, send it to me. I don't know. We're gonna get you. Send it to you. I don't know what the name is, but I'll send it to you. We're gonna get him right. We're gonna be twitching every day. You play 2K? You're gonna get into 2K, bro. I'm not that good. It's okay, bro. It's okay. You gonna do something at the combine next year? You gonna do something at the combine next year? Dude, how about Worthy? Yeah, bro. He's fast, bro. He's fast as shit. He's gonna make, bro. Yeah, bro. He's fast. What you gonna do? What you gonna do there? You gonna run a 40? No. Yes, bro. You're running at 40, bro. I'm looking. I'm like, I think I can hit a 4.7. That's all right. Bro, nah. If you train for it, you can get a 4.6, bro. Trust me. Oh no. I need a 4.3, bro. 4.3 is fast. My 10 split time is good though. Yeah, I can get up there fast.
right there. And on 3, you guys just turn and walk towards me, okay? 1, 2, 3, hit it, man. Yeah.
All right. So there's just a little behind the scenes clip. Like I said, you can find the full version on Travis Hunter's YouTube. It's pretty cool. I haven't made it all the way through yet. I still got like 5-10 minutes left. I was actually trying to finish up before I got on here and almost was a little late hopping on here and shit. I was like, oh damn, it's about to be 7. Let me hop on here and go in here and set up and shit. But having said that, that's kind of what I had behind the scenes wise for you guys. I want to share. If you guys haven't seen it yet, Matt Brown was on 247 Sports earlier, and he kind of teased the upcoming trailer for tomorrow. Got a nice clip with him talking about that. But he also, shared in that clip. I'm just going to share a little bit of it. The full interview, I think, is about like, I don't know, I want to say 5 to 10 minutes long. I'm going to share probably about 1 to 2 minutes of it because it's the two parts of the shit that stood out the most to me was him kind of alleviating the Ultimate Team concerns and talking about how big of a priority Dynasty was, and then kind of teasing tomorrow's trailer. And both of those come back to back, so I'll share that momentarily. But let me catch up with you guys in the chat real quick first. Got some nice engagement in here tonight. Appreciate you guys hopping in here. Share your thoughts on college football 25. Any questions you got there as well. And do want to say I threw a poll in the chat there. Which version of the game are you copping? Is it going to be the standard edition where you can get the disc, or are you going to go digital, get the deluxe for 100, or you're going to get the MVP bundle where get it with it and Madden together for the 150? See what we got here. Zachary Branham, appreciate you, man. He says, just found this channel, but love the content and can't wait to keep watching when the game drops. Thanks, man. Yeah, I'm going to try and maybe dip my toe into streaming a little bit once the game comes out. Haven't really tried it yet, but apparently it's not that hard with the PS5 and shit, so I might try and do a little bit of that here on the channel as well. We'll see how it goes, but definitely going to be talking a ton about the game, man, in the lead up to the release for sure. All kinds of news coming throughout this month and leading up to July. And also, if you're into movies, TV shows, I know who the hell's not, right? I'm talking about those a lot of movie news, trailer reactions, reviews, especially comedy movies, superhero movies, horror movies. So if anything that's up your alley, I appreciate the subscription here, man, trying to get the channel up off the ground. Pretty awesome. Reggie C2K, appreciate you as well, man. He says he's playing with UGA day 1 on release. Hey, I feel you. I don't blame you. They're probably going to have that high rating. That's probably going to be one of the, tip-top teams on the game for sure. My first thing I'm doing is I'm getting on there. I'm customizing me a playbook. They better have it on there. If they don't have create a playbook, I'm going to be so salty. That would be the only thing that would be maybe like, it's not going to be make or break for me because no matter what, I'm going to buy this fucking game, right? But that's my thing. I want to get on there and spend like 6 to 8 hours making me a nice playbook. And then me and my friend Steven, who I said, he's one of my co-hosts on the Country Roads webcast, we're wanting to start an online dynasty, which is, kind of our friend group, but we both want to be WVU. So we're like, all right, well, during the early access, before we start the dynasty, like on the 19th, 20th or whatever, me and him are going to play just online ranked matches, best 2 out of 3. Neither one of us being WVU. Whoever wins gets to be WVU in the dynasty and shit. So going to do that as well, but I've got to get my playbook right first. Reggie C2K says, I hope they have NIL in this game. So if I'm not getting enough playing time, transfer to another school. Yeah, NIL is going to be included. Don't know how they're incorporating that shit yet. I don't know if we'll find out about that tomorrow. I think that'll be more, something that probably comes on like May 21st when they give us probably more in-depth details about game modes and features and shit. Tomorrow they're really going to, dig into presentation and graphics and shit, I think. But definitely NIL is going to be in there. I'm interested to see how they incorporate it. And transfer portal is going to be interesting too, to see how you can use that for sure in Road to Glory and Dynasty. It's going to be a lot of fun, man, because I'm anxious to see, can I recruit the portal and recruit high school? Is there going to be 2 different recruiting menus in my Dynasty and shit? That's what I'm hoping to see. It's going to be awesome. Phantom Pain 778 says we should do an online dynasty mode with all 134 plus schools. Would be cool to have more than 32 units in a dynasty. Just an idea. Yeah, I'm anxious to see how many they let us include, man, because back NCAA football 14 it was only 12, but now that Madden's been around having 32 in online franchises, they got to at least give us 32 here in college football. I don't know if they'll extend it out to the full 134, but I think that we got to at least get 32 and shit. You would think now, right? Reggie C2K said he already watched the whole behind the scenes Travis Hunter video. You're ahead of me, man. I gotta catch up on it. Anthony Barrett says, any idea how Create a Player will be? Not 100% on how it will be, just I'm expecting it to be on there, of course, definitely with Road to Glory being one of the game modes. They're probably going to have Create a Player as a feature. Matt Brown's under embargoes and shit, but, one thing he's gone out of his way to say is they have said creation tools are a huge priority for this game and shit. So whether that means team builder, whether that means creating playbooks, whether that means creating players, hopefully it means all three of those things, but I'm sure that it's going to be in there and hopefully more in depth, because I'm sure we're going to have more in depth uniform options as far as gear is concerned. They've already said there's going to be hoodies underneath the jerseys and shit. So there's going to be all kinds of different customization levels as far as that's concerned, at least. And that kind of goes right in with your next question, I think there, Anthony, asking about the customization options. I don't know anything about hair or anything, but as far as gear, I think there is going to be some cool stuff. I know Shutt and, all the helmet companies are confirmed that they had previously. Even some of the new ones that weren't around when the previous gen was going have been confirmed. Kevin Connors, one of the commentators, has confirmed that there's going to be hoodies available underneath jerseys as an option and shit even. So some cool additions for sure. Mario Thompson said Travis Hunter's video got me pumped up. Me too, man. I can't wait to finish it. That's what I'm gonna do after the stream. Is I'm gonna go finish that damn last 10 or 15 minutes I got. Damn, I can't talk. Quentin Williams, appreciate you, man. EA has a video for the reveal up for tomorrow at 9:55 a.m. Hey, appreciate the heads up. So seems like by 10 a.m. tomorrow it's going to drop. And if it drops at 10 a.m., I might be able to squeeze in a trailer reaction before I head to work. I'd probably have to do it live again, if so, early in the morning. But stay tuned and see what happens. If not, though, I'll probably end up, it's more likely that my shit will come out tomorrow night late, but I'll have a reaction up nonetheless. But appreciate you guys hopping in. Hey, thanks, Mario, man. You guys are killing it hopping in here in the chat. Appreciate all these questions and comments, and keep them coming. Any questions you guys got about the game, I'll try and answer them to the best of my ability. Zachary Branham says he's a diehard Clemson fan, so first thing he's doing is hopping in a play now game to see what the stadium tradition sounds, etc. Hey, I got a great friend that's a good Clemson fan too, man. He went to, the national championship in, was it 26, the first one, 2016 or whatever. He said he had to go because he didn't know if they'd get back. Of course, they ended up getting back again, but he was lucky enough to be there when Hunter Renfrow caught that game winner and stuff, drove all the way there from, here in West Virginia. He's a diehard Clemson fan, always has been and shit. So, I keep up with Clemson a little bit, through him and shit and talk about him. So I don't have anything against Clemson by any means. And I think that, of course, you're going to get Howard's Rock. You're probably going to have all that on there, man. And that's a great lead in, Zachary, actually a great segue into the 247 Sports video with Matt Brown, because that's one of the things he talks about that we're going to get to see in tomorrow's trailer. If you guys are interested to know kind of a tease of what's coming in that trailer, here's a nice clip from Matt Brown where you not only teases that and teases that it's going to be a lot of, the traditions involved for universities that they're going to try and showcase, and they're going to showcase the PS5 graphics. But he also talks about how Dynasty is going to be a, kind of a key focus for this game. So check out this little 2-minute clip here, Matt Brown earlier today on 247 Sports.
But every conversation I've had with people at EA, both on the record and on deep background, please don't tell anybody I was talking to you, Matt, has been that EA intends to really focus on the Dynasty mode experience. So I think if you're concerned that all this game is going to be a mechanism to try to get you to buy Ultimate Team packs, I don't think you're going to find that experience as overwhelming as you might in other AAA game titles.
All right, so we have the launch dates, we have the covers, we've had a few more other rumors and leaks, but the full release is tomorrow. Are there any more hints you can tell us?
Well, I think the good news I can share for consumers, for people that are really invested in this game, is that tomorrow's not going to be the last time you hear from EA Sports. It's not going to be the last time you hear from other 247 reporters who I think are on this beat. Certainly won't be the last time that you hear from me. There's going to be other kind of drips of information and features and kind of behind the scenes looks at this game, really leading up until launch. So if for tomorrow, if you're like, it didn't answer all my questions, like, good news, they're going to keep talking. I will say, based on what I've seen from the announcement tomorrow, if you want to get excited about seeing so many major college football traditions depicted in full PlayStation 5 graphic glory, you're going to love what you see tomorrow. I think if the goal is to get people hyped and excited about this release, you will not be disappointed tomorrow.
Ooh, okay.
All right, so hell of a tease there, right? That gets you excited for that trailer dropping tomorrow morning for sure, and what we might see involved with that. Let's check up on this poll here. I'm going to go ahead and close it out. If you hadn't voted in it, vote in it real quick. I'll get ready to close it out in just a second. Just asking which version of the game everybody plans to get, seeing where everybody else's head's at. Because personally, I'd planned on getting Deluxe, but I'd planned on going to GameStop, pre-ordering the physical edition, but can't fucking do it. Not even an option. Deluxe edition is digital only. If you want a physical copy, you're going to have to get the standard edition, which means you're going to have to wait till July 19th to play this game. So I'm going to have to break down, go against, my own fucking morals, I guess I can say, and shit, because I hate digital stuff, as you can tell behind me. Physical media, huge physical media guy. I've always had disc copies of games and shit, and even if there's music, I rarely listen to music. I'm more of a podcast guy, but if I do, I go out buy the actual CD and shit. I have the disc copy. Yeah, I'm that old school and shit. I'm that fucking old. But so I was hoping to get the disc version, but I guess I'm gonna have to spring and probably do the bundle because $150 for both. I don't know if I'll play Madden that much, but I want the early access. I want to get to Deluxe, so I may as well drop the extra 50, get that one. But let's see what your guys' thoughts are. I'm going to go ahead and close the poll here, and we'll see what the final results are. All right, final results. Pretty even here. 40% said they're getting the standard, actually. I'm surprised to see the standard win out. The $70 standard version gets 40% of the vote. Deluxe and MVP bundle tied with 30%. So pretty balanced there. Everyone kind of right there, everyone's mixed on what they're going to get, I guess, and shit. Kind of like I was. I thought I wanted the standard or the deluxe on fucking physical, but it's not an option. So I guess I'm going to go digital and, maybe wait until I can get a markdown copy of the physical just to collect and shit or something. I don't know. I really wanted to have the physical version of this with it being the first one come back in a long time, but appreciate that. Let's see. Just Junior says he wants a 60-year dynasty, not 30 like Madden. The old ones were 60, I think, weren't they? At least I'm pretty sure. If so, hopefully they'll be able to go back to that. I don't know why they would go away from it, especially if they know that people complain about the length of Madden. You got to think they'll be happy to go with 60 here on this one, but for sure. Appreciate you, Just Junior. Zachary Brandon says I was there too, right above the end zone where it happened. Greatest night of my life. Hey, that's freaking awesome, man. I'm sure he would agree for that. I'm sure he would agree with that shit for sure. Mario says he feels the sniffles coming soon, July 15th. Hey, what's funny about that, Mario, is, I was pretty confident that the release date was going to be July 19th. And when I, had heard Matt Brown kind of leaning towards saying that without saying it, it was probably about, I guess, 2, 3, 4 weeks ago at work. I went ahead and put in some time off, and I took off July 19th, July 20th, and July 21st, just those 3 days with some vacation time I had left and shit. So I kind of figured that there may be an early release. So I'm like, fuck. Well, I won't be off for the early release, but I was like, I'll get it on the 16th. I might have to work the 16th through the 19th, but at least I'll be off 19th through the 21st still yet, no matter what, even if, I'm not off for the early access. So, hey, if you haven't yet, go ahead now. You can put you some extra paid time off in for the 16th if you want, 15th, 16th and shit. For sure. 65 years, Mario said on the previous ones. That's what I thought. I knew it was at least 60 something because I thought you'd said you played one that was like 60 or something like that. Somebody did. Joey Gorley says, go Vols. Go Vols. All right. I can dig it. Tennessee fan. What team are you going to use first for your dynasty? Me? I'm using WVU, Jacob Dudley, probably. Depending on what I do first, I'm definitely going to be in a few online dynasties. I've got a group of guys that I played with on NCAA Football 14 on the 360. We played up until, a couple months ago or so. We've been playing for years and shit. So all of us are excited to get him one on that one. Going to go back and play with, some old friends I played with in high school back on the old games that we haven't got a chance to play video games with in a long time. So going to be in multiple online dynasties, I'm sure. We'll see what teams I get to run with in those. Offline, I'll always have a couple offline going while I'm waiting on my onlines to advance. You typically will have a WVU one where I kind of just run it like as WVU. I'll have, obviously they won't have the real coaches on there, but I'll, run it as if it was Neil Brown and shit. And then I'll have one, or at least I used to on the old NCAAs, have to see how it functions on this one where I'm just a coach. You start off with your 1-star school. Maybe you start off as a coordinator if you're able to do that on this shit like you were on the old ones. I usually have one where I'm a coach, kind of working my way up the ranks, and then I usually have one with WVU is my favorite college football team and shit. But what about you, Jacob Dudley? Who you running with first, man? Just Junior said, "Will be nice to do dual positions in Road to Glory. Also in Dynasty, be able to hire your coordinators." Yeah, I'm hoping for both of those things. Travis Hunter being on the cover can't, be something that is a negative point for that being a possibility, right? Because he plays both ways. So maybe in Road to Glory, they're going to make it an option now as well. Because, in high school you could do it. Maybe they'll give you an option to be able to keep doing it in college as well. And as far as being able to hire your coordinators in Dynasty, hell yeah, I'm all for that. In my wish list I mentioned, which if you guys haven't checked that out yet, go do so for sure here on the channel. Like I said, I got a playlist with over 25 update videos for this game prior to today. But one of my things that I mentioned, I think it would be cool in Dynasty mode is if they had an athletic director level, because you got your player level with your Road to Glory. You'll probably get a chance to be a coach, in Dynasty mode is some way that they've always done it. But I'd love to see them add an athletic director aspect. And of course, then you'd be able to probably hire your coordinators, hire your coaches, maybe even your position coaches and shit. A lot of cool stuff they could do with it for sure. Jacob Dudley says, I'm not sure yet. I'm a UNC fan, so I'll probably be trying them out. Hey, that's what's up, man. I'm a UNC basketball fan, so I've never really followed them in football that much, but I've always liked UNC basketball. It's always been my squad, so I'm a UNC fan too at heart as well. So that's my two squads, UNC and WVU. So right up my alley with that one, Jacob, for sure. Orlando says he's going with Georgia Tech, but will disband the ACC. Can you give us tips for Dynasty mode? Oh man, I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's kind of hard. Like I said, I don't know how this one's going to function. I can give you tips for, the previous one for sure, but I don't know. We'll have to see how kind of the gameplay works with this one and everything. Maybe that'll be something I'll do in a future video, Orlando, down the line. Like I said, I'm going to try and maybe try out some streaming shit with this one, but maybe I'll try and put up some tips and tricks and shit as well to maybe help along the line. And that'll be something to do in the future on the channel. For me in Dynasty, I kind of play a little bit different than everybody else, though. Like I said, I'm big on making a custom playbook. And I think a lot of people, when they play football video games, they are pass happy and stuff. And so for me, what I typically try and do in an online Dynasty is you're playing a lot of teams that I'd say probably 75% or more of the time, the teams you're facing are going to be pass happy. So I typically go smaller. I used to, on the old games, recruit a lot of fast safeties, move them to your outside linebacker positions, play a lot of packages that had 5 defensive backs on the field, shit like that, because you were playing teams that were pass heavy. And versus me, I kind of zigged where everybody zagged and shit. I'm always run heavy on offense. I think a lot of that is kind of the influence of, being a WVU fan and growing up in the golden era of Pat White and Steve Slayton and that zone read offense. So I kind of run an offense that's similar to that. A lot of jet sweeps, a lot of motions, a lot of screens, a lot of read options and shit. So I'm kind of heavy lean into the run and then hopefully lull you into sleep with a lot of plays that look similar and then have some play action jet sweeps off that and everything and hopefully fuck up the defense with that. It's kind of always my strategy on the previous edition. Hopefully I'll be able to carry that over to this gen. We'll have to see how it functions. Like I said, I haven't been a Madden player though. I've stuck with, NCAA football 14. So it's going to be a whole new thing for me pretty much coming to this gen. I tried to play last year's Madden just to kind of get a feel, even if this game feels a little bit like that, which I'm hoping it feels nothing like it because I hated that game. Couldn't play Madden hardly at all. But I'm thinking this game is going to have its own distinct feel. But I'm sure after, a few days of playing it, I'll get my own feel of how I want to play in this one for sure. Anthony Barrett says, recommend starting Dynasty with Oregon State or Washington State. Hey, that's, both those teams, are going to be teams, looking to have a say in the mix this year, right? For sure. I think that there's a lot of good teams that are probably going to be unheralded, and because there's a lot of good weapons throughout college football. A lot of teams that people probably don't even know about. They're going to be good and fun to start, dynasties with. Teams that weren't on the last version of the game, Kennesaw State, Jacksonville State, all those teams weren't around, on the NCAA football 14 and shit. So Mario Thompson needs his controller to rumble and shake route shaky at LSU and Alabama. Yeah, that we need that home field advantage shit to be top notch, like it was in previous generations of the game, man. Because sometimes they'd have it. Don't you remember on the old games when they'd have it and you'd have you could pump up like the crowd with your middle linebacker, and they have, I think it was called Stadium Pulse up in the corner, and you'd have a meter going up, and the camera would shake undeniably. You couldn't even call an audible too if you were the away team. Sometimes you have to call audible 3-4 times because it wouldn't even register and shit. So definitely need that for sure, Mario. Just Junior says, do you think they add a recruiting database like 247 or Rivals on Dynasty and also add the spring game? As far as recruiting database, I don't know, because I feel like that they may have announced something like that, but 247 Sports has done some good coverage of this game, so who knows if they could potentially be included. I definitely think there'll be some recruiting database. It just depends on whether it's going to be generic and shit like it was on the previous versions where it was like Spark or whatever, or if they're able to do maybe 247 and Rivals or On3 or some shit. That'd be really cool as well, but I don't know for sure. before. As far as spring games, I've got my fingers crossed that we're going to have some positive news about that. Because, going back through when I was doing my ranking, I did a live stream ranking the past 10 NCAA footballs last night. And when I was doing that, one thing I discovered is it's something they've had before. 2007, I think they had spring games on there as a part of the off-season tasks. And not even that, they took it a step further. After the spring game, you were able to, pick your spring MVPs, and those guys were impact players going into the season. So they have an avenue where they've done it before. They could pull from that and bring it to this version. So I'm hoping they bring spring games in, man. And it'd be a perfect time to incorporate it with transfer portal and shit because, you got the spring window that coincides, opening after the spring games. And so with transfer portal in your dynasty, the spring game could be an evaluation period for you to see what guys you want to keep on your roster, which ones you might want to cut and have some scholarships available if you want to be able to recruit the transfer portal after that next transfer portal window after the spring game. And it also could be a way for like player promises and shit to function for players that may then enter the portal because you pissed them off because you told him, hey, I'm going to give you a good look in the spring game. And, you don't feature him enough and he gets mad and then he bolts and hits the portal. So I think spring games could be a cool addition for Dynasty and online Dynasty. Hell yeah, man. Reggie C2K said he used to run jet sweeps a lot in the old college football games. Going to have to do it again for college football 25. Yeah, I think a lot of my offense on the old games, I just like to have that man in motion, a lot, whether it was a fake jet sweep, or, bringing him in motion for a triple option look or whatever, or plays that just looked like it was going to be that. And he just came in motion to the other side and shit. That was kind of my go-to for sure. But jet sweep was lethal on those old generations, man. NCAA football 14. Shotgun normal, I think it was the regular jet sweep, or it was either that or Y trips. One of those specifically when you had the trips look with the 10 personnel. Oh man, it would wreck them every time. And they had a nice quarterback wrap play out of that as well. Because I think I could run that one formation and had like 3 or 4 plays, and I would just kind of cycle through those, go no huddle, and it would tear them up, man. You get the quarterback wrap, you hit the jet sweep, counter read option, and then the play action wide receiver in, lethal. And play action jet sweep, work that shit in there a little bit as well. Nathaniel Williams says he's doing Louisiana Tech for Road to Glory and Dynasty. Hoping tomorrow will be good. I'm getting deluxe. I don't know about the MVP bundle with Madden has been mid, but who knows? Hope your day's going well. Hey, thanks, Nathaniel. Hope your day's going well too, man. Appreciate you hopping on here. Hope you hit the channel with a subscription here. Going to be covering this game a ton and covering a ton of movies and TV shows as well. But hey, Louisiana Tech, good call, man. Going there for Road to Glory. Bring them up to prominence and stuff in Dynasty as well. I'm hoping Dynasty is going to be good too, man. I think it's going to be, their keynote feature, and hopefully they give us some good info on it here in the near future, in the next few days. I'm thinking, I'm deciding if I'm going to get the deluxe or the MVP. I think I'm just going to spring and do the MVP just in case I want to play Madden a little bit, and on the off chance that they allow us to import draft classes or import Road to Glory, because that would really make me want to play Madden a little bit. So I think I'm going to spring for the bundle against my better judgment, just because, I'm a physical media guy, but got to do it with this one because I got to have that early access and shit, man. I can't be sitting around for 3 days and everybody else be playing this game that's not been around and I've been waiting on for 11 years. I can't. Gordon Smith said had season tickets to UVA football for 40 years. So we started a dynasty with them, probably other Virginia schools as well. Hey man, that's what's up. I'm down here in the bottom part of West Virginia. I'm literally about 45 minutes from Blacksburg. I'm actually closer to VT's campus than WVU's, but I got season tickets to WVU. Actually, my first year going to be having season tickets this year. I've gone to a slew of games over the past decade, but first time I'm able to get my own season tickets this year. So I'm excited to do that myself, but that's what's up, man. Wahoos. That's what's up, Gordon. Nathaniel Williams said, could care less about Ultimate Team. The only reason is early access, not going to lie. When 14 came out in senior in college, just how big the gap is in between games. Fingers crossed it's good. Yeah, we're probably around the same age then, Nathaniel. I would have been close to that. I didn't finish college and shit, but I'd have been close to that because I graduated high school in 2010, 2011. So yeah, pretty close. But definitely, it's got to be good. I'm hoping it's got to be great. I think it's going to great chance to be great no matter what. Just having it exist, I'm fucking happy as hell. But I 100% agree with you. I don't give a shit about Ultimate Team. I've never played it on any game, never been a fan of it. So, it's there. It's whatever for me. I'm not going to be pissed about it though. As long as Dynasty mode's good, Road to Glory is good, the modes I play are good. Online Dynasty specifically is something I'm hoping they put a lot of focus on. Then I'll be happy. Orlando said he used to run that Wildcat raw trips on NCAA 13. Hey, I know that's right. I like that Gator heavy formation on 14, man. And you had that play action, not the play action jet sweep, but the quarterback power, the fake jet sweep quarterback power, lethal play. Try it on NCAA football 14 if you guys haven't. That Gator heavy play action jet sweep. because they're going to clog the middle. You're going to be able to bounce to the outside. If they cover the outside, you're going to find a lane up the middle. It's lethal. And if they start, keying in on it too much, then you hand off the jet sweep. Money. Nathaniel said it will definitely be better than Madden. That's the fact. 100% it'll definitely be better than Madden. And I think that's one thing. And I saw, them put out an update for Madden that they've done some presentation upgrades and some shit for it. And I think they're going to that's because they're going to have to, probably because they saw the work that the dev team was putting in on this college football game. They're like, oh shit, we better do something for Madden because people are about to be pissed when they see how detailed this college football game is. Because I think CFB 25 is going to be super detailed. But the last thing I got, guys, throw your questions in there. I'm going to try and wrap this thing up here about 10, 15 more minutes. But I want to share one more video with you guys because I meant to share this in the last night's stream and didn't get a chance to. It's a little bit of a teaser of the score for the upcoming, college football game. And the Tennessean put out a video kind of teasing it a little bit a couple of days ago. So if you guys haven't seen this yet, it's pretty cool. I'll share this kind of little final piece of news I got to share. Unless you guys got anything else you want to talk about, throw it in the chat there. Catch up on some of your all's questions and shit. Get ready to wrap this up before too much longer. And we'll get ready for the big trailer tomorrow, guys. Super excited for that shit.
Every great franchise comes a great, sticky, memorable theme, whether that be in film, television, or games themselves. And the one thing that, frankly, we lacked in the previous iterations of college football at EA was something that was so memorable that you would know it, hear it, and hum it even after you were playing the game.
Just one more, please. We love the energy, everybody. We really do.
We have spent 10 plus years, over a decade, building what has now become the number one place to record for film and TV and games in North America, and certainly neck on neck with the other most incredible place in the world to do that, which is London. So London and Nashville are the leaders in this space. I mean, the music is recorded, here.
So there's a little sneak peek into what the theme may sound like. I think that sounds pretty sick, man. I'm excited to hear that. Hopefully, I'm guessing tomorrow, maybe in the trailer, they'll give us a little, that'll maybe be the underlaying music underneath and shit. But appreciate everyone that came in here. Great engagement on this live stream tonight. Going to try and do some more of these lives moving forward. Like I said, going to have a trailer reaction out tomorrow. Maybe out most likely tomorrow evening, unless I'm able to squeeze it in before work tomorrow, but probably be tomorrow night and shit. But ton of news coming out for this game. Got the trailer coming tomorrow. I'm going to one more time play Matt Brown's teaser for you guys to kind of see what you may want to expect in that trailer in case you popped in here late. But whether you watch this live or watch it on a playback after the fact, hit the thumbs up button before you head out. Share any questions you got about the game tomorrow. I mean, not the game tomorrow, the game, College Football 25 in the chat there. Any comments you got there, I'll catch up on those one more time after I share this video in case anybody popped in here late. But just a little teaser for the trailer that's coming tomorrow morning. One more time in case some of you guys came in here late. Matt Brown shared this on 247 Sports earlier today.
All right, so we have the launch dates, we have the covers, we've had a few more other rumors and leaks, but the full release is tomorrow. Are there any more hints you can tell us?
Well, I think the good news I can share for consumers, for people that are really invested in this game, is that tomorrow's not going to be the last time you hear from EA Sports. It's not going to be the last time you hear from other 247 reporters who I think are on this beat. Certainly won't be the last time that you hear from me. There's going to be other kind of drips of information and features and kind of behind the scenes looks at this game, really leading up until launch. So if for tomorrow, if you're like, it didn't answer all my questions, like, good news, they're going to keep talking. I will say, based on what I've seen from the announcement tomorrow, if you want to get excited about seeing so many major college football traditions depicted in full PlayStation 5 graphic glory, you're going to love what you see tomorrow. I think if the goal is to get people hyped and excited about this release, you will not be disappointed tomorrow.
Ooh, okay, that is quite the tease.
So there you go. One more time, wanted to drop that tease because I thought it was great from Matt Brown and really gets me super excited for that shit dropping tomorrow morning. Going to get to see some traditions and get to see some of the graphics of this game. So super excited about that. Nathaniel said middle school. Oh no, damn, I'm a hell of a lot older than you. Damn, Nathaniel, make me just feel old, man. Um, uh, Covers fire, he says, though. He likes the deluxe better than the standard, but both good. Yeah, the standard cover is kind of plain. Don't you guys think? That's what I thought. Let me throw a poll in there about that real quick. Let me see which cover you guys prefer, because I kind of thought the standard cover was a little plain personally. Because you look at previous covers and they had like some design to it. It literally looks just like they took the picture and they slapped the EA Sports College Football text on it and was kind of done with it. So final poll for the night going into the chat here. Which game cover do you prefer, standard or deluxe? Go ahead and vote on that. Should be in the chat now. And we'll catch up on some of your all's final questions here. Get ready to wrap this up before too much longer. But as Matt Brown said in that video, tomorrow won't be the final time you hear from EA, and tonight won't be the final time you hear from me in regards to this game either. EA Sports dropping a ton of news, not only tomorrow, where I'll hopefully do a trailer reaction tomorrow evening, but May 21st, there's a big news drop coming as well. And probably get something each week leading up to the release of this. So if you're a fan of this game, be sure to subscribe here to JC's Pop Culture, where I'll be talking about it a shit ton, as well as movies and TV shows, superhero, horror, and comedy, especially those are right up my alley. So if they're up yours as well, hop along for the ride here by hitting the subscribe button. But let me catch up on your all's questions here one more time, and then we'll get ready to wrap this up before too much longer. Nathaniel said Travis Hunter posted behind the scenes for the cover today. Yeah, I shared a little clip from it earlier. I didn't want to share the whole video because I know it's like 37 minutes long, obviously, but I've watched like 25 minutes of it. I'm going to go finish the last 10 or 15 when I hop off here, Nathaniel. Yeah, it's pretty cool shit. If you guys haven't, go check that out. And go check out that 247 Sports video I just shared the clip from Matt Brown from. They talk with Donovan Edwards, I believe, as well. And there was another YouTuber, if you guys know his name, throw it in the chat. I can't remember what his name was, but he was invited to the EA Sports College Football shoot and did a behind-the-scenes video as well. So a ton of behind-the-scenes content from the cover shoots out now, because apparently they did that back in March, actually. So a lot of people kept that secret for a long damn time. Z200 said tomorrow is going to be a gameplay trailer. Yes, as Matt Brown teased there, ton of, going to tease a lot of the presentation features as far as like the traditions for all the different schools. And we're going to get to see, some footage, some of the graphics and shit. So I'm super excited. Hopefully probably like some type of sizzle reel that really makes it look nice. Maybe we get a nice little speech and shit along with it, or that intro music that we heard. Maybe it's going to be super awesome. Z200. Appreciate you, man. Nathaniel said also for Texas, said SC thought they were Big 12. Yes, it is something new for this season, Nathaniel. Texas and Oklahoma are both in the SEC now, starting this year. They've left the Big 12 and moved to the SEC. A lot of the Pac-12 teams came to the Big 12. Pac-12 is essentially gone. So, yeah, a lot of new changes coming up for this year. USC and Cal and UCLA. Or is it Cal? No, Cal's in the ACC. USC, UCLA in the Big 10. Cal, SMU in the ACC. Colorado, Utah in the Big 12, Texas, Oklahoma in the SEC. So a lot of different shit for this game compared to, the last time we played a college football video game for sure, conference-wise. Definitely. Jacob Dudley says he thinks the luck cover is definitely the best. I agree with that for sure. I think so too. But it's also interesting. The MVP bundle kind of has a weird, different look. And let me see if I can pull that back up one more time real quick. For the MVP bundle, because if you look on it, the college football side of it's not even the standard or the deluxe cover. It's a kind of a whole different picture, which I don't even know what the picture is. Let's see if I can just pull up just the picture here. So I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about. But with the MVP bundle, it's just weird because it's kind of that. Looks like a guy catching a ball. Maybe that's Travis Hunter. I don't know. It looks like the stadium they kind of shot in. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just kind of a generic image, but it's definitely a different picture than any of the ones we've seen on the deluxe edition or the standard cover. But yeah, definitely I opt for the deluxe myself, I think, as well, for sure. But definitely, some interesting things included here with all of these versions. My only disappointment is that I have to get the digital version to get the early access. But, if that's the biggest disappointment with this game, then that's, not too damn bad. And I'm super excited to see that trailer tomorrow and react to it here with you guys. So that'll be up on the channel tomorrow night. And plenty of news coming here about this game in the near future. Appreciate you guys hopping in here. Reggie CK said he pre-ordered the MVP to get both games. Yeah, I'm probably going to do the same, man. I'm probably going to do the same, even though I don't really play Madden as much. Actually, I don't really play Madden at all, but I'm going to probably do it just in case I want to, especially if they're able to import those classes. Hey, Timmy, appreciate you, man. Timmy's a fan of the Country Roads webcast, my other YouTube channel where I cover WVU football. So nice to see a little crossover. See you hopping in here, man. Thanks. Let's go Mountaineers as always. Are the conference championships going to be in the game? Yes, Reggie C, 2K. Conference championships in the game, all the bowl games in the game. The only thing that's not in the game is some of the bowl game stadiums that aren't in college stadiums. So like Fenway Park, Yankee Stadium and shit. Some of those will have like generic different stadiums replaced, but all the bowl games are in. The Heisman's in, but none of the name awards like Maxwell Award and shit. So we'll just have kind of generic awards in place of those. But yes, Heisman Awards in, all the conference championships are in, all that's in for sure. Nathaniel Williams, MMG. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's the YouTube channel. MMG, of course, I'm sure most of you guys know that. He's, millions of subscribers on YouTube, but I couldn't remember the name. I had never actually heard of him myself personally until I saw that video, but a huge YouTuber, MMG, actually got invited to the cover shoot, and he has a behind the scenes video that's pretty cool as well. Check that one out also. But appreciate you guys. Orlando says be safe. He's going to go play college basketball. NBA 2K24 ready for the reveal tomorrow. Hey, me too, Orlando. No worries. I'm not too far behind you. About to wrap this thing up soon. Going to go watch the rest of Travis Hunter's behind the scenes video from the cover shoot myself. And then who knows what's up after that. But definitely excited for that reveal tomorrow, guys. I'll be reacting to that here on the channel. So be on the lookout for that. Subscribe here for more college football 25 content. Super excited for this, guys. One more thing we got to do before I close this out. Let me end this poll, see what you guys say in regards to which cover you guys preferred. Deluxe wins hands down, 89% to 10% for the standard. Kind of as expected there. I agree with you guys. The Deluxe, my preferred cover. Bryce Walker says he got the MVP edition. I'm probably going to do that myself also, man. Probably going to do that. Silas says, played a lot in NCAA football back on 05 to 08. Always a blast. Hey, appreciate you hopping up here as well from CRW, Silas. Me too, man. Me too. Those are some of the glory days, especially for WVU football fans, right? That was the best. But I think it's going to be fun to play with WVU on this one with GG and Jaheim White and shit in tow. It's going to be a good team to play with on this one. But a lot of fun stuff coming down the line. We're going to have ratings reveals for all these, college football teams. If your favorite team, you're going to find out their ratings for their players here in the near future. We'll have that to talk about. We're going to have the trailer reveal tomorrow to talk about, and then a ton of news coverage. We got that news dump coming on May 21st. So a lot of stuff to cover on this game still yet. So we'll be talking about it plenty in the future. So subscribe here for more content on this game. And of course, movies and TV show content coming down the line. Hit the thumbs up button before you head out. Appreciate those that tuned in live. If you did get a chance to tune in live, leave your thoughts in the comments there if you're watching the playback. Appreciate you tuning in either way here. Plenty of college football content coming in the fucking future, if I could say it correctly, guys. But appreciate you guys tuning in this one, and I'll catch you on the next one.